No one ever comes to Silent Hill by choice. Amy's journey began with the letters, sodden, wrinkled things that appeared in her mailbox, each one inked with cryptic apologies and water-stained signatures she recognized as her own. Every night since the accident, she'd drowned in the same dream, water pouring through car windows, her lungs burning, the sound of her daughter's screams muffled beneath the rising tide. When the latest letter guided her to Silent Hill Memorial Hospital, she packed her things, unable to explain why she obeyed, only that she couldn't bear the guilt any longer. The town greeted her with a suffocating fog, the streets deserted and echoing with distant sirens. Shadows flickered just beyond sight, and the air tasted of rust and stagnant water. Amy wandered the cracked sidewalks, past the shell of Midwich Elementary, its windows smeared by little handprints, and toward the hospital's peeling facade. The doors groaned open, and as she stepped inside, the lobby dissolved into flickering lights and a sound like weeping from the walls themselves. She couldn't tell if the damp that seeped into her shoes was real or imagined, but the cold was undeniable. Inside, the hospital warped around her, corridors looping back on themselves, rooms shifting shape. Nurses with bloated, drowned faces lurched from the darkness, their gurgling breath stinking of mold and regret. Amy fled downward, the nightmares growing sharper, her daughter's face, pale and silent behind a windshield, her own hands pounding uselessly on the glass. She found the flooded basement, a black pool stretching into darkness, and waded in, each letter she'd received floating to the surface, forming a trail. The water clung to her, heavy and cold, whispering accusations in her daughter's voice. Somewhere in the depths, Amy found a single hospital bed, submerged, a small body beneath the sheets. The room spun as her memories fractured. Had she tried to save her daughter, or had she let go? The water rose around her, pulling her down, and in her last, desperate gasp she glimpsed the surface splitting, sunlight streaming through, or perhaps just the hospital's flickering fluorescence. When she awoke, it was to the same fog, the same empty halls, her pockets heavy with sodden letters, her lungs aching with cold. Outside, the sirens wailed on, and Amy could not tell if she'd been granted forgiveness or simply circled deeper into Silent Hill's embrace.